Morning, everyone. It's Monday morning, the 20th, and it is an ugly day. This is your pre-opening comment. It's video number 942. Last night I mentioned that the markets were not really doing a whole hell of a lot, and woke up in the middle of the night and looked at them and saw how dramatically that has changed. Um, it is all related to the Chinese company Evergrande. Evergrande is a real estate company. It has over $300 billion in debt, and it has an interest payment that nobody expects it will be able to make by Thursday. Asia is down. Europe is down. Hong Kong, Hang Seng was down 3.3%. And it has permeated every industry and every group that we trade here. There's also local problems here. We have a budget that has to be, excuse me, a spending limit that has to be raised to meet the budget. We have the disappointment in the FDA's decision on COVID-19. We have massive numbers in COVID-19 with adolescents and pre-adolescents. So it's going to be a pretty ugly day. Even companies like CRM, which had an upgrade from Wells Fargo, is trading 255 and a quarter, down 5 and a quarter, or 2%. The banks are lower across the board. Energy is lower across the board, with, of course, the exception of nat gas, which is basically unchanged. The chart on the screen is the S&P 500 futures, and as you can see, we went right through that magic 50-day moving average that we've been bouncing off of, and now at down 80, we are just over this rising 100-day moving average, someplace that we haven't been since last November, before we started this new rally up. The other thing I want to point out is the gold, and gold is actually up on the day a little, silver up on the day a little. And the reason I mention this is because of our $15,000 gold only futures trading program. We were short in here for the big dip. Dennis bought and sold overnight last night the gold, and for a profit. It is in an area where it clearly could bounce. I'm thinking pretty seriously about buying some of the silver. Let's see, we're down just about 3 cents there, up about 3 cents there, sorry. And we are also right down here at support, the same place that we bounced the last time in the end of November of last year. So we'll probably take a shot on that. I cannot stress enough that this is the time where you look for all of the stocks that you missed, that you did your homework on, that you decided you wanted to buy, and you didn't get them because they ran away. I'm looking at SoFi. I'm looking at SBLK, Star Bulk. We didn't miss that when we made a great deal of money in that a couple of times, but it did get out of range, and this morning it looks like it will be back in range. I think that the stock is trading around 21 and change, 21 and a half or so, and that's down $1.35. So that clearly is one that I'll look at. On the risk off side of the equation, we have Bitcoin down 9%. We have Ethereum down 443. That's close to 14%. And of course, the bonds are up, but not strong, and are still in the same trading range, coming just under that rolling over 50-day moving average. If we get anywhere near 164 and a half, 165, I will probably buy the TBTs. But the key here is to keep your size appropriate. Don't go in heavy. Go in for a third. Go in for a half of what you want to own. If you pay for direction for the other 2/3 or the other half, so be it. If it turns lower, you'll still have something left to add on an average. All right, everyone, it's going to be an ugly day. Dow down about 700, S&P down about 80. Oil down 2.5%. NASDAQ is also down about 230. Have a good morning. I'll be back.